Hello there everybody, this is General Snivy and welcome back to more of the Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door playthrough. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, oddly enough. As you can see, we're not in the Palace of Shadow, instead we're back in Twilight Town. The reason why we are back here is because we're going to be spending the entire day grinding. So we're going to be spending the next 3 hours grinding levels. And grinding until we get to at least 70 HP. So, and when I say 70, I mean like 70 HP and 70 FP, and also the equivalent of whatever BP is required for a more balanced stat route. As you can see, I did level up a bit, and I've achieved 3 levels during the off-screen grinding session from after the end of the last session. I did some off-screen grinding after dinner was done, so yeah, I gained 3 levels, and as such, I attained the best stage that you can get in the entire game. After reaching level 30, you become a superstar. So, attaining a superstar not only changes your stage, but it also makes it so you can hold up to 200 audience members all at once. So, that's pretty sweet. So, you may be wondering, why are we here? Why are we here in Twilight Town exactly? Well, the reason as to why is this actually became pretty apparent from when I was trying to do some off-screen grinding. I thought maybe if I went through the Pit of 100 Trials, I would be able to efficiently grind some star points. And of course the viewer count dropped because potatoes. God damn it. All because this damn channel player decided to go kaput. Damn it. There we go. Looks like we got that back up and running. I seriously don't understand the whole viewer thing in the first place. So, anyway, back to what I was saying before. It has become incredibly apparent that the Pit of 100 Trials is not exactly the best place to go like I originally thought. I thought maybe if I go to some of the higher level or lower levels of the pit, I'll actually be able to fight some enemies that will give out star points. No, not exactly. There's not very many that do. In fact, most of them up until level 60 do not. They only give you 1 star point for, like, participating in battle. That's it. So, that's pretty lame. Also, as you can see, I've also put all my life shrooms away, and I've also gained some additional items here, and I am full on items for the time being, but that will change once I finish grinding and also get some serious coins, so that way I can purchase some more Ultra Shrooms and Jam and Jellies to make more Jelly Ultras. So for the final battle against the Shadow Queen, I want to prepare myself to the absolute fullest. I want a minimum of 4 Jelly Ultras and 4 Life Shrooms and 2 attacking items. Or at least 1 attacking item and 1 boost sheet. So if things, so if shit hits the fan, we'll be fine. Another thing worth noting too is that for the purposes of grinding, I have decided to take off Double Pain, but as soon as we return to the Pit of 100 Trials, I mean, not there, as soon as we return to the Palace of Shadow, we will be reinitializing Double Pain, and we'll be putting on as many badges as I possibly can to turn myself into the biggest buff boy in existence. So, I'm still kind of debating of whether or not to upload this particular grinding stream onto YouTube. Damn it. Yeah, you better run, you little jerk! I'm also considering playing some music during the grinding session too, just for fun. So, You may be wondering, what is we're doing here? What is the point of going through Twilight Town again, despite the fact that none of the enemies here are giving us any star points? There's actually one enemy in particular whom we've actually encountered a few times throughout the course of the playthrough already, which actually is considered the holy grail of enemies, and is the most powerful being in the universe, even more powerful than not only the Shadow Queen, but also even the Super Boss. They're practically super bosses within themselves, and hopefully we'll run into one soon. I was about to say, speak of the devil and he shall appear. Not quite yet. So what we're going to be farming is what is known as Amazy Dayzees. Amazy Dayzees are essentially the holy grail of experience in the entire game. Not only are they the most powerful enemies ever, but they also give out the most experience out of any regular enemy in the entire game, or any boss in the entire game for that matter. I'm just saying, they're that great for experience grinding. However, the chances of encountering one here within Twilight Town is relatively small. It may be a small chance, but any chance is better than nothing. One more thing worth noting is that I have equipped several different badges, and I've rearranged some of the badges I had equipped previously. So, obviously I took off double pain for the purposes of grinding to make things easier, because that's just the purpose. And hello, Shaloria Mox, welcome to the stream. Congratulations on beating Luigi's Mansion 3. And I appreciate you stopping by nonetheless. What was I saying now? I don't remember. Oh yeah, some of the badges I had equipped I decided to take off and turn on a couple of others. I'll show you my badge setup after this battle is done, which thankfully won't take too long, as the enemies here are literally nothing. Nothing at all whatsoever. They're scum. They're filth. We're gonna rip them apart. I've also learned something new recently. Remember when I was going through and just mashing A to get through the star point getting sequence? Well, it turns out you don't have to mash A. Instead, you just have to hold A instead. So that is pretty dang sweet. So far, our whole grinding expedition has not been turning up very well, but trust me, that will soon change. Also, I was just jumping around one day during the off-screen grinding and found not only a hidden block here, which contained just a measly coin, but I've also found a shine sprite, believe it or not. I've actually found a hidden shine sprite on this very road. So that's something worth mentioning right there. Another hidden thing I found, like just before the entrance of the Pit of 100 Trials, I found a hidden star piece. I'll show you where I found it when we get to that point. Right now we need to focus on grinding here. Thankfully, the grind won't be too difficult to worry about here. Most of the enemies here, again, are nothing whatsoever. You can literally just plow right through them. So anyway, the shine sprite, I believe, is behind this tree. You can't see it, obviously, because I already got the shine sprite, but just note there's a hidden shine sprite block there. So what I like to do is, throughout the course of my grinding, I also like to hit this healing block here at the very end when I reach Creepy Steeple. So that way, I can not only recover all my HP and FP, but yeah, that's basically it. Just recover everything. So anyway, the reason why I have Vivian out as opposed to someone like, say, Bobbery, is because with the Amazy Dayzee, you need to be fast, efficient, and kill the SOB in one turn. Otherwise, it's going to run for the hills. So, yeah, that's something worth mentioning. So anyway, here are my badges. I have Feeling Fine, Pretty Lucky P, Spike Shield obviously, Power Rush, Timing Tutor, W Emblem. Yeah, I put on the L emblem just because I felt like it. So we'll just leave Waluigi's clothes on for today. And of course, we got the Close Call P, P up, D down, Unsimplifier, Power Plus, Mega Rush, Ice Power, Jumpman, another Power Plus, Last Stand, Charge, which I haven't really gone over, but it may actually be more useful than I have given it credit for. And of course, Happy Heart and Close Call. Those are all the badges I have equipped currently. So anyway, you may be wondering, why is it that I went into a Creepy Steeple and walked back out? Well, this is to reset the enemies that are placed throughout the forest section of the Twilight Town path. Okay. How about we end this now? I've also learned of something pretty interesting recently. And I'll tell you all in a second. When it comes to Showstopper, oddly enough, the Dayzee family of enemies, such as the Crazy Dayzee and the Amazy Dayzees, are immune to Showstopper. They are completely immune to it. I don't know why or how it is that they are immune, but just so you know, they're completely immune to that effect. I don't know why. Don't ask me. It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. But it is what it is. Speaking of badges, I think I'm going to go ahead and take off First Attack, just for the purpose of just trying to get through this a little more quickly. And as far as what we're going to equip in its place, maybe I'll just leave it at what I have. You know what, yeah, I think I'll just leave that BP alone for right now. And we'll just keep on moving like we typically do. Well, other thing worth noting is that even the Crazy Dayzees have a tendency to run, just like the Amazy Dayzees do. Damn it. Okay. Lucky. I guess another thing worth noting is that I really did not give Feeling Fine enough credit. I pretty much bashed it into the freaking ground last session, where I thought it only protected you against 2 status ailments. Turns out, I think it protects you against all of them. Because I've noticed when Vivian is put to sleep from the Crazy Dayzee, it does not put Mario to sleep. Why? My only guess is either his level is so much higher, or maybe there's something else going on. Or it could just simply be that Feeling Fine also protects you against sleep, which is pretty sweet. I pushed the wrong button. I hit B instead of Y. Dang it. It may seem like this is kind of a fruitless effort, but trust me, it is far from it. This honestly is the best way, and the most efficient way, to level up, as far as I can tell. But again, this all comes down to whether or not the Amazy Dayzee appears, which a lot of times it doesn't. It's like a frickin' unicorn. It's one of those things that you see it, and it'll run for the hills as soon as it can. So once again, to reset the enemies in the forest, we'll just head over here and then back the other way. And that's how we're going to be doing the whole grinding session. We're just going to be doing a lot of back and forth. And if we get any additional items, depending on what it is, I may end up keeping it or use it for future efforts. We'll see. It is kind of lame how no Amazy Dayzees have shown up yet. Granted, you could also take a risk and go into the Pit of 100 Trials and try to make it to, I believe, level 70-ish. Around there is when you'll be able to encounter more Amazy Dayzees, along with other very powerful enemies. And they also tend to stick around more often. I think. Okay. One other thing worth noting too is that, at least this way, while I'm going through and trying to kill or hunt down Amazy Dayzees, we'll at least get 1 star point for participating in every single battle we encounter in. Not only this, but we'll also get a pretty decent number of coins too, to boot. Okay. That's basically what we're going to be doing here. Just running all over this place. To and from Twilight Town, and to Creepy Steeple, and back again. That's what we're going to be doing, folks. Point swap. Not that I'm going to be using this anytime soon. Again, it is a very situation-dependent item, but it can be quite handy to have, especially in sticky situations. So don't sleep on point swap. Trust me, you'll thank me later. One more thing worth noting too is that I did acquire a couple new badges along the way. During my time in the Pit of 100 Trials, I acquired Ice Smash. So after acquiring that badge, I basically left the pit immediately. Second is I acquired the Attack Effects G badge, which is that one badge that that one salesman was carrying back in Rogueport. Here's what it sounds like. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about that. Sounds pretty suggestive, to say the least. But hey, it is what it is. Oh boy. So, anyway, what to mention now? Honestly, I'm not too sure. Great. So, along with the new stage, you are also introduced to new effects of which the stage can provide. Sometimes it'll shoot flames from the air, and sometimes it'll shoot them right at you. Although I find that this stage in particular doesn't tend to attack you like the other stage does. Then again, maybe it's a different situation. Maybe it's situation dependent. I'm not 100% sure. So the reason why I'm debating of whether or not to upload this to YouTube is because this is really all we're doing in today's session. We're not going to be progressing very far. We're just going to be grinding. That's all we're going to be doing. Some of you may be wondering, why don't I go fight those, that horde of, buzzy beetles in the well? Well, the reason why I'm not doing that is because they don't produce any star points. Duh. That's the reason. What the devil is that? Oh, that's just great. Apparently, more stage objects can just fall out of frickin' nowhere and ruin your frickin' day. Oh, sweet. And the unnecessary bingo. I like it. One thing I kind of wonder, can you stack multiple effects on top of each other? I feel like you can't, but at the same time, you never know. Well, thank God confusion didn't result in me dying instantaneously. Jesus, that would have been bad. Especially considering I haven't saved really yet. Because, again, we haven't made much of any progress whatsoever. Okay. Let's continue the hunt. Continue the hunt of the Amazy Dayzee. That seems to be the most elusive thing in existence. I mean, sweet baby Jesus. Still not here, I see. Oh, thank God, no poison shroom. Yeah, you better run, you little jerk. You know what's good for you. I guess another reason why the Crazy Daisy ran could be that it's on frickin' fire and it needs to put itself out. Although that would probably be too convenient. Great, more fog. And another unnecessary bingo. I'll take it. Okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and end this now. There we go. And everyone died. The end. Man, so far this has been pretty fruitless when it comes to our efforts. But trust me, we will be encountering some Amazy Dayzee soon enough. Like I said, it is going to take some serious time, but we can encounter one, trust me. I've done it a couple of times, just casually strolling through this place earlier on in the playthrough. So anyway, this week has been rather crazy when it comes to me and being able to stream. There have been a lot of things that have been coming up this past week. Like just the other day, or yesterday rather, I was going to stream to make up for not doing so on Wednesday. However, we had to do some grocery shopping because we were like out of food. And we left like early in the morning. So, yeah. And we didn't get done until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's how much shopping we did. It was a lot. So that was the reason why I didn't stream yesterday, due to grocery shopping. As far as Wednesday, I can't remember what happened then, but something was there to prevent me from streaming. Though I can't quite remember what it is. Regardless, though, something happened, and I had no choice. What was I thinking? I forgot. These guys are basically immune to Showstopper. But apparently it was strong enough to kill one of them. I guess the odds of Showstopper killing Crazy Daisies and Amazy Dayzees are incredibly low. Like, probably less than 1%. I'm not 100% sure, but regardless. It is something worth mentioning. Later. Okay. Let's get moving. I wonder, do the odds for encountering Amazy Dayzee increase when you don't initiate the first strike? Because I feel like that's what was happening before. I just bumped into everyone. And it's not like we have a whole bunch of enemies we can farm off of to gain more experience. More like participation experience. But hey, it is what it is. What can I say? Just gotta keep on moving along. Until eventually we find our prize. Which is, again, very, very elusive. It's one of those things where you have to take a big gambit and pray that it pays off in a big way. And depending on your badge setup, it can most certainly do that. So, one thing I will recommend, if you're looking for a Jam and Jelly or Ultra Shroom in particular, you don't have to fork out 400 coins for both items at the item shop underneath Rogueport. Instead, you can find that traveling merchant who's on the surface level of Rogueport, and he'll occasionally offer Jam and Jelly and Ultra Shrooms for about 120 coins. Also, hello, beautiful! There we go. That's what I'm talking about. This is the exact reason why I have Vivian. So that she can finish off the Amazy Dayzee as soon as I finish my attacking round. You see an Amazy Dayzee, make it priority number 1. Attack it and only it. You only got 1 turn, so make it count. Unleash your strongest attacks. Supernova, yeah, you can get away with Supernova, and that can work, but at the same time, not really. It only deals at maximum power 15 damage. However, with the right combination of power pluses and maybe some P up, D down badges equipped, you can deal more damage than a Supernova with just your jump attack. I'm just saying. It's that frickin' extreme and that frickin' powerful. Having a powerhouse-like setup is definitely the way to go if you're looking for experience grinding. Trust me, you will thank me later. And thus, the grinding continues. So, at this point, despite the fact that I am at level 32, Amazy Dayzees can grant you, I believe 37 star points if defeated. So that's pretty dang sweet. That's the wrong move. Shoot, on a frickin' boot. I did not mean to do this. Well, we'll see how badly this will fail, or if it'll kill even one of these. We'll see. Force of habit, what can I say? Should have used something like, Earth Tremor, or Supernova for that matter. Okay. So at least it killed one. Wish it would have killed the other two, but nah. Of course not. Gotta love how sometimes the sound effects just go missing. Maybe the reason why the menu effects sometimes go missing is because you're going through it so fast that it doesn't have time to load in. So one thing I will definitely mention is, if you're full on items and you see something like a Super Shroom or some other healing item on the field, take advantage of the fact that the item is bouncing. And hello, what do we have here? Time to die! There we go. That's what I'm talking about. The power of grinding at its finest, folks. 37 frickin' star points. Way more than enough to level up once again. And grant us 60 HP. we still got a long way to go, folks, before we reach that 70 HP mark. Well, granted, I could just level up HP for the next few levels and get up to 70 HP that way, but I'd rather not do that. The reason why is simple. I want to keep everything as balanced as possible. Because, believe it or not, despite the fact that our stats can go much higher in this game compared to the first Paper Mario game, you can't max out all 3 stats. There are not enough levels to go around. I believe you can have a maximum level of, I think it's either 99 or 100. I feel like it's 99. Regardless, it's not enough to fully upgrade all of your stats up to their maximum value. I believe for max values of both HP and FP, it can be as high as 999. But for BP, however, that can go up to a maximum of 99. So, pretty sweet if I do say so myself. But at the same time, I wish I could attain all 3 stats at maximum power without resorting to hacking. But sadly, it is what it is. There's my little experienced cow. You better run, you little jerk. 36 star points now. I guess that's from the fact that we leveled up, and for every level we gain less and less star points in return from Amazy Dayzees. I think eventually it'll get to a point where even an Amazy Dayzee, which is perfect for experience grinding, will get to a point where it only produces 1 star point at like really high levels. And I mean like really high levels. Kind of surprised that the Crazy Daisy there decided to not use its Thunderbolt. I honestly am. So, Thanksgiving's coming up next week. Holy crap. And after Thanksgiving, the holidays have officially begun. Hell, on some radio stations, they're already starting to play Christmas music, so what the hell? Why can't you just wait until after Thanksgiving? It's not that hard. Play it on Black Friday. Hello. Another Amazy Dayzee already. Hell yeah, baby. Let's dance. Ow, my frickin'... Ow! Some muscles in my left foot were starting to cramp up. Like in my toes and all. Man, that hurts. Okay. Cool. Another level. Now we're up to 60 FP. Next level is going to be BP. Which is going to be sweet, because that means we'll be able to equip a... I just wasted 10 coins. Fantastic. Wow. Dang it. Whatever, I can get those 10 coins back, no problem. One thing I kind of wonder... Can you still max out BP even if you're going for a more balanced stat route when it comes to leveling up and level distribution? Let's see, there's 99 levels, divide that by 3, you can level up all 3 stats up to 33 times. So 3 divided by 3. Let me pull that up on the calculator. Give me a second. That's the wrong app. 11. I don't know what kind of math I was pulling out of my ass, but regardless, it was not the correct math. I'm not sure what I was trying to figure out. Yeah. Perhaps I was just trying to, damn it. Trying to figure out, like, what is the maximum value I can achieve going for a balanced stat route. Again, you can heavily lean towards one stat versus another if you so wish. So, for example, if you favor badges, just primarily focus on increasing your BP and maybe increase your FP every now and again along with HP, but mainly focus on your BP. That's one way you can do things. And if you use special moves often or moves that require FP, increase your FP more often. That can work too. There are many different ways you can go about leveling up and distributing your levels properly. Funny how all the coins that spit out of the frickin' Crazy Daisy just hit the frickin' block and I managed to collect them all. That's hilarious. There you go. Sit down. So basically, this is all we're going to be doing. Just running all around here, trying to find Crazy Daisies. Or Amazy Dayzees. Speaking of which, here's another one right here. Perfect. I thought I mistimed that. Great, now we got fog in the mix. Oh my god. Thank you! I'm so glad that frickin' hit the Amazy Dayzee. If it would have missed, I would have been mad. I would have been pissed. Well, okay, maybe not pissed, but more like sad. It's also really damn annoying that the fog just completely screwed me, and yet the Crazy Daisy still managed to hit us twice. That's stupid. Also, while I was grinding for Amazy Dayzees, I've actually encountered a rare tune that only plays if Mario is still standing while his partner is left dead. It's a very unique tune, and only exists for just for that purpose, just to say, yeah, you put your friends in danger. You are a menace to society. Get away. Go away. Or something like that. I don't know. It's weird. It is something worth mentioning, though. It is nice to see that we are getting plenty of coins from this grinding session. So even if we don't gain any more, even if we don't... I don't remember what I was going to say. I think what I was trying to say was, if we still manage to have some coins left over, we may still be able to purchase some new badges in the badge shop back in Rogueport. But we'll have to wait and see once this is all over. It is kind of concerning that I am using up so much FP, but I think I'll still be okay. Besides, Creepy Steeple's not that far. It's literally just a hop, skip, and a jump, quite literally. Speaking of which... jumping around like a frickin' rabbit, oddly enough, allows you to move slightly faster. Not as fast as, say, riding on Yoshi, but still fast enough. And if you get a good rhythm going, you can really gain some serious speed. I think I might have mentioned it several times earlier on in the playthrough, but feel like reiterating it here. Okay. Kind of funny that we're almost up to 600 frickin' coins here. Where am I going? I gotta go inside Creepy Steeple first. Also, fighting boos, you really shouldn't do that. Again, at this point, if you're like at level 32, 33, etc., like me, it's kind of worthless. Just saying. It's also a good idea to save whenever you're, whenever you complete a lap in your level grinding efforts, just in case something goes horribly wrong. Like, say for example, an Amazy Dayzee decides to stick around and just completely murder you. Believe it or not, I actually had that happen. Almost. I mean, it didn't murder me, but it did deal a lot of damage. It's not very often that you see an Amazy Dayzee stick around after the first turn. That's why you gotta go after them as soon as you can. Of course. Take that. I'm gonna leave that earthquake there. I'm not going to be having a use for it in the final battle against the Shadow Queen, unfortunately. I think I'm going to have more use out of, like, say, Ice Storm. Or... not only Ice Storm, but also... Starstorm? Shooting Star. This isn't Earthbound. And we're not going to be unleashing PK Starstorm. As epic as that would be, we can't do that. Later. Okay. Alright, let's take care of this nice and quick. Man, I love roasting these frickin' crazy daisies alive. Just so much fun. 606. All we need now is 60 more coins and we'll have the number of the beast. It would be hilarious if we not only got the number of the beast, but also a Amazy Dayzee appears on the battle that we have that many coins on. Honestly, that would be hilarious. Dang it. If you ever need coins and you feel like you're not going to be getting not going to have a lot of use for them, or if you need to purchase a lot of items or badges, etc., you can always just go to some earlier places that you've been to previously and just farm coins that way. Again, you may not be getting much experience, but you will be getting a lot of coins in return, so that's something. And maybe even a couple of items along the way too. Kind of surprised that thing decided to charge up. Another ice storm. You know, I'm probably gonna be using this more than anything. I don't know. And again, you know what, let's just eat this. It may seem like a waste, but trust me, you're just gonna want nothing but Jelly Ultras out the frickin' butthole. That is really the only healing item that you really want to have. No other items are gonna cut it. Just because of the damage output on some of the late game enemies is quite high. Like, really damn high. As I've clearly demonstrated in the last session, when fighting the damn Shadow Queen. And that's with double pain, and even without it, it still is... The enemies can still deal a lot of damage on their own. Double pain just makes things worse. I won't be needing that Thunderbolt. Go away. I said go away, dang it. one thing's for sure, I'm definitely going to be changing my badge setup when I return to the Palace of Shadow to fight the Shadow Queen again. I'm also going to see if I can get enough coins to maybe purchase another Power Plus somewhere. Maybe I will eventually be able to do that, but we'll have to wait and see. Given my current coin count, it may seem like I can do that no problem, but can't quite do that yet. We actually need to save our money until we can purchase the Jam and Jelly and the Ultra Shrooms. Honestly, like I said, no other healing items are going to cut it. Later. Wow, I pushed a couple of buttons all at once, and somehow they were the correct buttons. I don't get it, but I'll take it. That actually was kind of worrisome, but at the same time, not so much. Just because of the fact that we still had, not only did we still have more than enough FP to finish the job, if necessary, but the enemies were practically on death's doorstep anyway. Also, where am I going? Forgot to take care of a pretty important step. That's dumb. Okay. Alright. And thus the journey begins anew. And by that I mean, obviously, we just journey back through the forest yet again and just plow through everyone in our way. Until we eventually find what we're looking for and smash its face in. Again, any sort of participation star points is good enough in my books. 1 star point is better than none any day of the frickin' week, no matter what anyone says. Just saying. At least it's not like the first Paper Mario game where if your level is high enough, you just won't be gaining any star points from any enemies whatsoever except from Amazy Dayzees. Just saying. It's not a fun time. I kind of wish there was like a piercing blow equivalent move that you could equip to your jump ability. But sadly there isn't such a badge in this game. Although that would be a pretty cool badge to add to the HD remaster, but then again, maybe that would make the game far easier than it needs to be. I mean, it's already easy enough as is. I hit the wrong button. I hit A instead of X. Oops. Okay, here's something pretty interesting worth mentioning. If you put Vivian in front of Mario, you'll only use up her turn rather than both characters' turns, and they get an additional attack turn. Mario still gets to keep his turn, and he gets to keep attacking. And the enemies will just waste their moves immediately upon realizing what they have done. And realizing it was at that moment that they knew they effed up. Just saying. Found out it is a pretty interesting strategy. And one I probably should have employed against the Shadow Queen in the first place. But given the circumstances, I couldn't quite do that. Not without the Quick Change badge equipped. If I would have had it equipped, things would have most definitely been different. Again, I would like to be able to get one more Power Plus before attempting to fight the Shadow Queen again. That way, we can increase our base attack power up to 10. And that's against a zero defense enemy. And also so that way our Spring Jump will deal crazy damage. And I mean higher than the frickin' Empire State Building kind of damage. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see how things play out first. Hello there. Kind of funny how crazy daisies can sometimes just appear in mid-air and then just suddenly drop as you're entering their vicinity. I honestly don't get it. Well, this is getting kind of annoying how I have not been able to encounter a frickin' Amazy Dayzee for quite some time. But hey, that's just the luck of the draw in this place. Amazy Dayzees, like I said, are incredibly elusive, and the odds of them showing up are not very high. Which does sound good considering how powerful they are in retrospect, but at the same time, it's also annoying for experience grinding. Alright. Next. I guess one more thing worth noting is that recently, not only did I acquire some new badges, but I also decided to experiment with a certain badge combination of both Jumpman and Hammerman, which are badges that increase your jump and attack power, jump and hammer attack power respectively, but at the cost of being able to use either one of those abilities, depending on which one you have equipped. Well, I thought maybe if I equipped both of them, they would cancel each other out and I would just get the increased attack power benefit. Well, guess what? That's not how it works. If you equip Hammerman and Jumpman at the same time, you won't be able to use either one in battle, leaving you basically defenseless and absolutely screwed. So, what I recommend is decide on how you're going to go about playing the game, adjust your playstyle accordingly, and just stick with one. Don't equip both. Don't equip both Jumpman and Hammerman at the same time. Just don't do it. It's a bad idea, and bad things will happen if you do that. I'm just saying, you will have a very miserable time. Still no Amazy Dayzee yet. Huh. Weird. That's annoying. I thought about maybe doing some overkill with Supernova, but nah. It is kind of a shame how Earth Tremor can only deal 6 damage at maximum power. And there's no way to increase that attack power any higher than it already is. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. By the way, the maximum number of coins you can carry, I believe I mentioned this before, is 999. You can't carry any more than that. Another Super Shroom. Alrighty then. Not that I really needed any more Super Shrooms anyway. It would be kind of funny if one of these freaks had an Ultra Shroom. If that was the case, I would definitely have to give up one of my items. Which, again, that would suck. But the odds of them dropping an Ultra Shroom is incredibly slim. In fact, I think the only enemies that can do that are all located within the pit of 100 trials. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Heh. They did. Okay. As far as what else to talk about right now, I'm not really too sure. I've mentioned before that Thanksgiving is indeed next week. At least that's how it is here in the US. Other places like Canada celebrate Thanksgiving at a different time of year. In fact, I think it's around October? Or something to that extent. They celebrate Thanksgiving. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm not familiar with Canadian customs. But regardless, Thanksgiving is next week. And as far as what plans I have for that particular day, one thing's for sure, I believe we're going to have family come over here for Thanksgiving. And by family, I obviously mean my aunt, uncle, and my niece. Also, I just noticed that Snivy Bobo went live. Probably trying to lower that Banjo-Kazooie 100% record down even further to like a sub 157. Because the current world record for the 100% category on N64 is 158.12. Hello there, beautiful. It's been a while. Time to roast you alive. Good night. Later. Sweet. Finally. That took forever, but hey, at least we finally got another level up on our hands. Time to increase our BP. So, let's see here. The next 3 levels are going to be 65, 65, etc. So, we only got 6 more levels to go, folks. Afterwards, we're done with grinding. At least for right now. But, of course, we still got a ways to go, and of course I screwed that up. At least that was still enough to finish him off. Okay. Again, I would use Showstopper on those Crazy Daisies more often, but sadly, they're mostly immune to it. Some of them still die to Showstopper, but most of the time they endure it and stick around. I just realized I can equip another badge, so let's go with Feeling Fine P, so that way Vivian no longer can get inflicted with any sort of status elements whatsoever. It's gonna be fun. Those badges I'm definitely gonna be keeping on for when I fight the Shadow Queen again. So that way we'll be completely immune to any of her toxic gas, which severely screwed me over in a lot of ways than one. Or in more ways than one, rather. You know what? Overkill! Sure! Kaboom. God, I love Supernova. Just a shame that my jumping strength outpowers it in every aspect. Other than standard base damage, but I'm just saying. It's just that frickin' strong. I mean, Spring Jump, sure, that easily overpowers Supernova, but that's just with Spring Jump. My regular jump attacks, sadly, they only go up to 14 right now. Hello, beautiful. Ready to party? There we go. That's what Papa Bear is talking about, boys and girls. So earlier I mentioned that there is one more Power Plus that I can get my hands on, but I've also mentioned too that it's going to cost a lot of coins. Well, believe it or not, there is the Power Plus I'm talking about is one of the prizes within the Pianta Parlor. So within that place that has a lot of different prizes that you can get your hands on. The top prize obviously being the Power Plus. There's also Power Plus P, but still. Power Plus is definitely something I want. And if you want to get some grinding going, just grind up a bunch of coins, get up to maximum, and just buy it outright. There we go. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. And I'm gonna stop there before I get a copyright strike. No, seriously, they can copyright strike you on that stupid ass bullshit. Just sing a couple of words and you're screwed. Annoying as crap, man. Though I haven't had anything like that happen to me yet, knock on wood, I still don't want to chance it, because you never know. Here's hoping I actually get the amount of leveling up I need for my HP, FP, and BP before I reach maximum coin count. But looking at the coin count currently, it looks like that's not happening anytime soon. But hey, if it comes down to it, we'll just exit out. Return to Roadport and buy some things. Buy and just shop till we drop. If only it was this easy in real life. Sadly, that's just not how it works. Get roasted, son. One other thing worth noting is that Crazy Daisies and Amazy Dayzees will not show up on the Twilight Path, but they will be showing up primarily in this forest. And hello! That Amazy Dayzee has a frickin' Ultra Shroom. Let's see if it'll drop it. Here we go, folks. Another level up is ours. Up to 65 HP now. Making some good progress. One level down, 5 more to go. Yeah! Awesome! We got another Ultra Shroom. So that's less money I have to spend in the long run. So, bye, Boo Sheet. I'll just buy another one later. Ha! So that's sweet. That saves me 120 or 200 coins in the long run. Yeah, you better run. Wow. This is a pretty good progress. Not at the greatest of paces, but hey, that's just the luck of the draw when it comes to enemies and them spawning in. Finding the correct enemy is like a game of chance. It's one of those things that happens purely at random. If it works, great. If not, then it doesn't. Wrong button. Whatever. At least it's enough to kill him. I honestly can't believe that we're already just about reached the 70 HP mark. Like I said, we got only a couple more levels to go, folks. I believe it's like 5 more. I think that's what I mentioned before. So there's, of course, 2 levels for FP and BP. Then HP. That'll be up to 70. Then we'll level up some more, get FP up to 70, and BP will get that up even further. Not to 70, of course, but you get the idea. Dead, damn it! That was dumb. I think we just got the 10 coins that we spent right back. That's kind of funny. But hey, I'll gladly take it. Hey there, darling. You ready to party? 'Cause I sure as hell am. Now dance into the light. $35, baby. 35 star points. What am I doing? You want overkill? Sure. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get this done and over with nice and quick. By the way, I guess one thing worth noting is, though Supernova is a very powerful move, you kind of have to use it in combination with Vivian and her Fiery Jinx if you want to fully capitalize. If you want to fully capitalize on the attack damage output versus the Amazy Dayzee. And that's like without any power pluses in play. Granted, you also have to get Vivian up to super rank in order to even be able to deal that amount of damage, but that's just a common observation. So, when it comes to these grinding sessions, I'm not really sure of whether or not I'm going to be uploading this to YouTube or not. I'm still deciding. I may just do it. Then again, maybe I won't. Not like I'm doing anything that fancy here. Then again, maybe I'll do something special with the grinding session. And that is, instead of uploading it to YouTube, like the full stream, maybe I'll do some editing with this stream in particular and just attach it to the next stream. When I upload that to YouTube, I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to go about it yet. But it is something I'm thinking about. Why don't we try Art Attack? Oh yeah, get wrecked. That was so effective. Alrighty, let's continue our little grinding expedition now, shall we? It is nice to see that sometimes you can get enemies to spew out additional HP and FP if you absolutely need it. Speaking of HP and FP, one set of badges that can be very helpful and very useful for the Pit of 100 Trials is known as HP Finder and FP Finder. Basically, what that badge will do is it'll make it so HP and FP icons appear more often after you win a battle. Albeit, it will lower the coin count in which you normally would receive as far as coins are concerned, but I'm just saying, it is a trade-off. Similarly, there is one other badge that is similar to those badges I just mentioned. That is known as Money Money. What that will do is it'll increase the amount of coins that are spewed out of enemies. And make it so you get more coins more often from them. Which is pretty handy. Albeit, it does cost a lot of FP to equip. But if you want to get some money really fast, that is a good way to do it. but... eh. It is kind of annoying that the Amazy Dayzee doesn't always show up when you want it to. Hell, if I had it my way, I would definitely have them show up in every battle that I possibly could get them to be featured in. But I can't exactly go and mod the game right now, and even if I could, I wouldn't. Because that's just not fair. There we go. And everyone died. And I know I'm throwing around star power like it's frickin' cotton candy, but what else am I gonna use it for right now? Not very much. I'll tell you that much. Besides, with the Unsimplifier plus stylish moves, you can gain a lot of star points back. Or star power back, rather, not star points. Those are completely different. I'm just saying, if you really are desperate for star power or SP, just throw on an Unsimplifier badge or two if you're really feeling dangerous. Feel like living dangerously, and go to town. Have fun. Or better yet, just go to a hotel and rest. It's literally that easy. Still no Amazy Dayzee yet. It has been quite a hot minute since we've last seen one. Speak of the devil and they shall appear. We got another one, folks. Time to wreck some face! I wonder if that's enough to level up. I am at 69 star points, and that's 35 right there. Yeah, that should be more than enough. Hell yeah! Okay. FP is next, right? Yes. Almost lost track of what I was leveling up next. Oh well. What can I say? Sometimes you may end up getting confused on some things. One thing I could do is go to that one merchant-like guy who lives in the Rogueport sewers and just have him manipulate my stats. But I'm not going to do that. That's just a bad idea. At least to me. Okay. Let's continue the grind. Here you go, sit down, son. I gotta say, even though we're about an hour and 45 minutes into this session, this has been pretty efficient as far as level gains are concerned. Granted, I have done some level grinding off screen before the stream began, like shortly after the last stream ended, but even so. I wanted to turn one of these streams this week into a grinding stream, so that's why I held off from grinding any further. Later, dude. Okay. We're almost at the maximum number of coins, and once we reach that point, we won't be able to carry any more until we spend some or lose some coins. Just saying. And if we do reach the maximum, which is going to be likely very soon, I'll just go to Rogueport and just spend what I can. Okay. God damn it. Didn't hit the button properly. Oops. Whatever, this is fine. Wow, not a very good circle, now was it? More like an oval, but you get the idea. It is kind of annoying how that one crazy Daisy who's on the field, it always seems like it always manages to bump into you first before you get a chance to first strike it when you're returning from Creepy Steeple. Doesn't happen all the time, but it is still annoying that it does happen about 80% of the time, at least to me. Others, maybe not so much. Maybe some other people get lucky. Lucky enough to be able to either get a first strike or avoid it entirely. It really depends if luck is on their side or not. Okay. Alright, let's keep on moving. Let the grind continue. A boo sheet. Maybe I'll be able to get another one. Then again, he'll probably use it immediately. Which I'm not against. At least this will give me an opportunity to show off how charge works. Go to tactics, and as long as you have the charge badge equipped, select charge. And power up your next attack. For every single charge badge and you use charge, you will be able to charge 2 additional attack power for your next strike. Equip more charge badges at once to increase the amount of attack power you'll receive per charge. Albeit, it does increase the amount of FP required. Just saying, though. Maple syrup. Let me try something here. Yeah. I was thinking of maybe holding on to it for making a recipe or something to add to the recipe log, but I thought, nah, better not. Not right now, not till later. Alright, let's get to work. Art Attack can also be pretty good for taking out an Amazy Dayzee too, so long as you're solely drawing circles around it and no one else. But then again, maybe it won't have deal enough damage. I don't know. I haven't thought about trying it, and I don't plan to anytime soon. I'd rather stick with what I know is the best. Spring Jump with 2 power pluses and a P up, D down badge and Vivian. That's the way it works. That's the best way of going about it. At least in my opinion. One other pretty annoying thing is when going inside that tree to head into the background of this next area, for whatever reason, if you jump past the trigger for entering the stump, Mario takes additional time to realign himself with the trigger. Not sure why he does that, but I guess to prevent soft locking? But hey. As long as you're able to do it eventually, that's all that matters, right? Wow, 10 coins away. Pretty soon it's going to be 20, but you get the idea. We're literally that close. We're that close to maximum coins. It's insane. Definitely the way to go. Guess we'll do Earth Tremor. Wrong button. Well, whatever. Battle's won anyway. Who cares? That was pretty embarrassing. I pushed A instead of frickin' B. Go me. Just don't make a movie out of the frickin' B. Wait. Okay, here we go again. Funny. There we go. Yeah, you better run, because you're going to die at the end of the turn anyway. We're literally 2 coins away from max, so this is basically our quote-unquote final lap. For now, until we return here once again from Roadport, which thankfully is not that far away. Okay, well, we're maxed out on coins for right now. And I'm okay with that. Funny enough, we haven't had max coins in quite a long time. So this is a perfect opportunity to just use our well-earned money, hard-earned money, to buy some really good stuff. And trust me, it's gonna be really damn good. Okay, all done here for now. Again, we'll be back. We will most certainly be back at a later point in time, after we're done all of our shopping. So as far as shopping is concerned, what I'm going to do here is, as I'm going through and get back to Roadport and everything, dang it. Oh, hello, one of them has a badge. I'll stick around, finish the fight. Besides, I need to recover more star power anyway. Lol. Okay. I want to see if that guy will drop that badge, which I don't think he will. Oh! There we go. Gimme, 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 gimme. Last stand. Drops damage warrior receives by half when he's in danger. So, pretty damn sweet. I think I already have a last stand. And I already have it equipped, I'm pretty sure. Then again, maybe I don't. Yeah, I got last stand. I wonder if you can equip 2 last stand badges and the effects will make it so he's completely invincible? Nah. Maybe it'll drop it by 3/4 rather than half, and then half of another half? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine at this point. It might be worth a try, though. That would have been hilarious if I got another unnecessary bingo. Sadly, that's just not the case here. Okay. So like I said, we'll definitely be back in this area later on down the line. Right now, we got some shopping to do, folks, and a lot of it. So let's get cracking. Of course, we could always do some shopping here, but most of the items that I need to buy are in Rogueport. So, we're going to be heading back there. And of course, those items I'm talking about are the Ultra Shroom and what else? The Jam and Jelly. Which again, the merchant who hangs out in the center of town does tend to carry one or the other most of the time. Might as well check the lottery while we're here. 0365. Of course. By the way, I found another hidden star piece, like, around this wall here. So, that's something else worth mentioning. Figure I throw it out there. Not because, potatoes, but rather just because I need to... Okay, let's store the ice storms. Shooting Star, Thunder Rage. Basically all these items that are not Ultra Shrooms or Jam and Jellies. Okay. Time to shop till we drop, folks. And you got another Ultra Shroom. Perfect. Gimme. So, in order to get this guy to shuffle around his stock, all you have to do is just go off screen 2 places. So what I recommend is West Rogueport, drop into the sewers, go underground, go back up, and he should change his stock again. It's as simple as that. Now, at this point, he should have a Jam and Jelly available, too. He sells 4 items each and every time you visit him. Okay. No Jam and Jelly this time. That's fine. Again, like I said, it means I can just go and buy a Jam and Jelly from the Rogueport shop on the underside of Rogueport. which honestly is not a bad idea. But still, Ultra Shrooms and Jam and Jellies that you can buy from the merchant are a lot cheaper at 120 coins versus a freaking 200 coins that you would otherwise pay here. Just saying. But you are guaranteed that you're going to get these items. So I'll just buy another one. And I think that's enough for item grinding for right now. Perfect. There's also something up here that we've technically had access to since we got into Super Boots. I mean, Ultra Boots, I mean. And another Shine Sprite. Perfect. I'll be sure to add that into the edited version of everything here. So, I think we got enough of Jam and Jellies and Ultra Shrooms to make 2 more Jelly Ultras. So, at this point now, we'll have 4 Jelly Ultras in our freaking arsenal. We basically gotten the item combination that we need, which is perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's freaking sweet that we finally gotten the combination we oh so desperately needed for the battle against the freaking Shadow Queen later. Let's get cooking. Now, what I'm going to do here is, instead of carrying these items around with me, what I'm going to do instead is put them in storage for right now. That way, if I end up getting any more items, I won't be clogging up inventory space. Besides, I can store these items without a problem. Got plenty of space left. Yeah, we got like 18 more slots. And once I have finished all of my preparations, finished my grinding, then we'll be ready to take on the Shadow Queen once again. Of course, that's not going to be until next time, in the next session, but hey. I think I don't know if I have that badge in particular or not. Head Rattle. Do I have Head Rattle? Let me check my badges. I do have that. Okay. I'm buying and others. Super Appeal. Okay. I don't remember if I bought that or not, or if I have acquired it. But regardless, I will be buying it. And Damage Dodge P. Here you go. And we'll get another Damage Dodge, because why not? And technically, we already have a Last Stand already. So that's pretty fantastic. We got quite a number of badges added to our badge log. In fact, we got 69 out of 85 badges at this point in the game, which is insane. So, we still got a ways to go, though, as far as badge collecting is concerned. But, at least you can hold, basically, infinite badges at this point. I don't know how it's possible, but it is. And it's freaking sweet. Alrighty. Now, back to the grinding. Back to the good old grind. Thankfully, though, it's not going to be for that much longer. We still have a few more levels left to grind for sure. I believe I increased FP last time, so I'm going with BP, just to be absolutely sure. See, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Yeah, okay, we're going with BP. I had to do a little bit of math work in my head, because I remember us starting at level 32 when we first started this grinding session. Alright, here we go. Back to the old grind as we hunt down more Amazy Dayzees. Okay. Hopefully we'll be able to encounter another Amazy Dayzee soon. I honestly don't like waiting so freaking long just to fight a freaking Amazy Dayzees. Although the odds of encountering just one is relatively low. But, for whatever reason, in the Pit of 100 Trials, there's a chance that you can encounter more than one. In fact, I think I've seen as many as 2 or 3 of them during one of my earlier playthroughs many years back. So, I'm not really sure how many Amazy Dayzees can appear in battle at once. But it would be insane if we fought an entire army of them. Hell, it'd be the most dangerous thing we've ever came across. Okay. Okay. Let us continue. I'm not really sure what else to talk about at this point in time. One thing's for certain, and that is, over the past few days, we have actually received some snow up here in Maine. Though most of it has pretty much melted away at this point due to the rain and the inconsistent weather. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I do have I am kind of nasally here, which is no big surprise. Just due to the constant weather changing back and forth, it is rather annoying. It is annoying, just because it just screws up the, it just screws a lot of things up. We'll just say that. I know I could also run away from battles that don't feature Amazy Dayzees, but that would drain my coins incredibly fast and also make my audience like completely clear house. Just with constant running away again and again, which is not a good thing. That probably would make things go a little bit faster, but at the same time, I'd rather not worry about that. Although I am considering it, to see if that would speed things along. Then again, maybe the encounters of what you have are predetermined as soon as you enter battle. And even if you re-enter the same battle, it still doesn't give you what you want. I don't know. I guess something I could talk about right now is recently I've decided to pick up some older games that I haven't played in quite a while. Those are primarily on PC, like since the power outage and internet outage as of a few weeks ago. The games I decided to pick up and play again, other than what I've already shared with like ukulele, I've also picked up Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. I basically played through the entirety of Sonic Adventure 2. I gotten all 180 emblems in that game, and it was actually my first time actually getting all 180 emblems, which is crazy. And for Sonic Adventure, the first Sonic Adventure, I'm working on gaining all the emblems for that game too. Not only this, but I'm also grinding for all missions in mission mode. It's not easy. It definitely is not easy. But I'm doing it. And if I keep playing, I should be done relatively soon when it comes to that game. Ukulele, I'm almost at the end. I have enough of the main collectibles to go and fight the final boss if I want to. But I want to complete the game 100% before doing so. That is also going to take quite a bit of time. I've only completed like the first two worlds. The other worlds I'm still working on fully completing 100%. But hey, it's all part of the grind and part of the adventure. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, let's just take care of this quickly. There we go. All cleared out. Another Thunderbolt. Not that I'm gonna be needing it. At least it'll be something worth selling. It won't be very high value, but it'll be something, to say the least. I wonder what RNG values determine of whether or not you will get a bingo on the bingo reel, so long as it's not predetermined. Maybe it's the amount of times you have those attempts, depending on how many have occurred. The chances of you actually getting a bingo sooner or later increases? Maybe, I don't know. It could be as simple as that, or it could be something more complex. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. If anyone here knows how to dive into the game's code to determine the RNG values of the bingo reel, feel free to chime in. Earthquake. Again, another item that I'm probably going to end up selling. So, at the end of this grinding session, I definitely want to reacquire 999 coins. But that's probably not going to happen before I reach 70 HP, 70 FP, and whatever the BP I need is for the remaining levels. I mean, we're up to 152 coins, and we practically returned here with 52 coins. So, we might be able to get the max coins needed by the time we're done. So far, that seems to have been the case, but we'll see soon enough. Well, regardless of what happens next battle, we will be leveling up again, which is good. Just hate the fact that we have to go through essentially 100 battles in order to level up, which is really damn lame. But hey, any experience is better than no experience. Even though it's practically no experience at this point, I'm just saying. Alright, there we go, folks. Another level up. $45 frickin' BP. That is insane. Alright, as far as what I'm going to equip now. Yeah, I think I'll just do that and see what would happen. What would happen if I... What if I would drop back down to a danger state? Will it lower the amount of damage I receive by 3/4? Will it make me invincible, or will it do nothing? I really don't know for sure. Regardless, though, at this point, we are 3 levels away from being done, which is awesome. Next in line for the slaughterhouse, Come on in! Sit down, son. It would have been nice if that enemy dropped a badge, but nah. Even if it did, it wouldn't have been all that useful. Then again, it probably would have. You never know the possibilities. They're practically endless when it comes to badges and combinations you can put on. Hell, you can hack the game into like Oblivion and give yourself infinite BP and just equip not only every single badge in the game, if you really want to, but you could also make it so you're so buffed with every single stat that you can stack multiple badges on top of each other and just become a pure powerhouse. Like, even more so than we already are. Like with special abilities out the ass, and just being able to unleash all kinds of power with those abilities. Just saying. It's quite fascinating, and quite fun too. Totally would recommend 100%. Next. No coin left behind. As dumb as that may sound, it's true. One thing I haven't mentioned yet about the charge ability is you can use it multiple times to charge up more and more attack power to unleash one massive strike. And you can just keep going and going for as long as you have enough FP to charge the move up again and again. Not only this, but as long as you are still alive, you'll be able to maintain that power and truly wreck face. Let's see what this email's about. Oh, it's nothing. Just a CompTIA weekly read. That's really about it. Nothing fancy. Still no Amazy Dayzee on this whole frickin' lap. Wow, that's definitely not a good sign. And again, we are close to getting to the point where we are so frickin' buffed it makes anyone's head spin with these kinds of stats. Also, screw you. By the way, I'm pretty sure that Amazy Dayzees have a higher chance of spawning when you encounter a Crazy Daisy on the field. I'm pretty sure. Heh. That's hilarious. The audience around Dayzee passed out. Another earthquake, which I can sell for a good old quick buck. Speaking of bucks, around this time of year you should be expecting to see a lot of Christmas memes. And I mean memes out the frickin' ass. What the hell? Why did that hit only us and not the cleft? That was dumb. That was absolutely dumb. Okay. Still nothing, huh? Wow. That's actually pretty sad. Again, I could always run from these unnecessary battles and all. But I'm just not gonna do that. Reason why is simple. This is also a good opportunity to farm coins too, and I'd rather not waste it. That way I can eventually buy the frickin' Power Plus in which the Pianta Parlor is selling. Like I said, it will take some time before we can get enough coins to be able to buy that, but hey, it is something else we can do. I'm not sure how many Pianta coins it takes to be able to purchase the Power Plus outright. But if you convert, I believe, 30 coins into 15 Pianta coins, I can't remember exactly what the exchange rate is for sure, but we should be able to get enough soon enough. I seriously wonder what are the specific numbers are for getting a freaking Amazy Dayzee to show up in battle. They're probably not very high, like probably around 5% or less. Regardless though, it is kind of annoying that this keeps happening again and again. Let's try running away and see what happens. Okay, nothing else showed up. And of course that failed miserably. Come on! I cannot dodge these attacks worth a damn. no matter what I frickin' do. Okay. Well, that was annoying. Alright, let's continue. I'm honestly surprised that we still have not encountered an Amazy Dayzee at this point. Granted, I know we fought some. Don't get me wrong, but after like about 2 laps now of this area, and we still have not encountered one. Kinda sad. And also concerning at the same time. I bet you I'll probably get one of those Amazy Dayzees to show up when I'm at 99 frickin' star points again. Just you watch. It'll be something that ridiculous. Or when I reach maximum coin count again. That would be kind of hilarious and also sad at the same time. Unnecessary waterworks much? Again, very surprising that we haven't encountered another frickin' Amazy Dayzee yet. Sure is taking a while, but I'm sure one is bound to show up eventually. Eventually. Like now. Thank you. There we go. Time to roast her alive. Say goodnight. $49 frickin' star points, and we have a fright mask. Oh gee, I wonder how useful this will be. Not. You know what? Let's just give it a whirl, see what happens. Hell, one thing I could do is use some of the items I acquired just to get through these battles that much faster. They're not going to be selling for very much, if anything at all, but then again, maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll get lucky and find a merchant who's more than willing to work with me as far as item management is concerned. There we go. Ha! Take that, asshat. Confusion doesn't scare me anymore, not with feeling fine active. And I really do feel ashamed for shitting on it so hard last session. I really do. Should have given it a hell of a lot more credit. And just looked past the lines of the actual description of the badge. It may say that it protects against poison and sleep, or poison and whatever else it says. It protects you against everything. Honestly, the description of that should be updated to things like sleep and poison. Those are the things that are currently listed in the description of Feeling Fine and Feeling Fine P. Yeah, you better run. Another Super Shroom. Again, not that I'm going to be using it anytime soon. Wow, great circle. Great oval. Another one. Perfect. Not. Okay. 2 hours and 40 minutes into this session and we still have not reached the maximum threshold. Not yet. We're almost there, though. We are almost there for sure. I hit the wrong button, damn it. Hopefully it won't take that much longer to get all the levels remaining. But then again, it probably will. God only knows. Regardless of what happens though, I will be trying to show off the remaining levels for this stream. I mean, in this session. For sure. And if I have to call it a day, then I'll have to do so and I'll just have to finish the grinding off screen. Which is not a problem with me. Hello there, Amazy Dayzee. Die! There we go, baby. That gets us that much closer to our next level up. Jesus. 88. So 12 more star points to go. Just 12 more, baby. 12 more until our next level up. Which will finally put our HP up to 70. But of course we still have to finish the remaining 2 levels for FP and BP. Which thankfully isn't going to be that big of a deal. At least for me. Like I've mentioned before, these grinds can sometimes take quite a bit of time, especially if you're at a very high level, as there's not exactly a whole lot of places you can conveniently go to get some additional star points. Trust me, it's not easy. But the Amazy Dayzee grind is definitely the best way to do it. It's the most efficient, you get a ton of star points for killing an Amazy Dayzee. You just have to be fast, and you have to deal a lot of massive strikes in one go. That's the thing. Otherwise, it'll more than likely run as soon as it gets the chance. And you don't want that to happen ever. Otherwise, that will make not only me a sad panda, but you, the player, a sad panda too. And that's not fun, considering how rare those bastards are. Okay. Thank you. Definitely did not want a bingo on a frickin' poison mushroom, of all things. One thing that would be nice is if I would get some additional charge badges, equip them, and make it so I can charge my attack power by 7 each and every time. That'd be insane. Kind of like these hyper enemies that they get to do just naturally. Along with the Shadow Queen, too. Okay. Smack. I was really hoping that one of these things would be a frickin' Amazy Dayzee. Sadly, that's just not the case here. And thus, the hunt continues. I know some of you may be thinking, why don't I just equip some HP pluses to give myself 70 HP? Well, that would kind of defeat the purpose of this whole grinding session, as I need BP to be able to equip some incredibly powerful badges, such as the Power Pluses. Not only those, but also Quick Change is another badge that is worth equipping. Jesus. Definitely do not want to give that opportunity up like I did last time. Oops, I hit the wrong thing. I hate how it just defaults to your previous action rather than back to attack. Or your jump attack, rather. That's kind of dumb. What a waste of star power. Whatever. We'll be getting another level up soon enough anyway. Maybe not in this battle, but definitely within the next 6 battles coming up. Oh, sweet. Another Thunderbolt. Again, not the... Okay. Next. I know this is taking quite a while just to gain the required levels, but hey, that's all part of the grind, folks. That's all part of the grind. Funny enough, I never really hosted any official grinding session before, other than one session of Final Fantasy VIII, which I unintentionally turned into one at one point. But an official grind session, this is technically the first one. Or it could be the second, depending on how you look at it. But regardless, it is something worth mentioning, nonetheless. For future grinding sessions, maybe not of this game, but maybe of other games in the future, maybe I will get like a YouTube playlist together for like grinding songs to play or something. Because as much as I want to play songs off of my iTunes library throughout the entire session, that's probably not a good idea. Especially when my playlist contains songs that may be triggering some copyright issues. Primarily ones from the Tales series of games. And also Sanctuary from Kingdom Hearts 2 is in there in my iTunes library. Just saying. Seriously? We get lit at the start of the battle? That's not fair. You don't see that happen very often. Thankfully, though, it also affected the enemies, too, and damaged most of them, other than the Cleft. Just saying. Still an annoying thing to have happened at the very start of the frickin' battle, which is super frickin' dumb. I just don't know how else to describe it other than dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. I don't know where I was going with that. Man, I sure am hungry right now. Ha! Got him! I guess one thing that feeling fine does not prevent is you being lit ablaze. I also wonder if it also can't prevent you from being frozen. I don't know. Maybe it does. I'm not 100% sure on that. Hooray! Another bingo! Haven't had one of these in a while. And it was actually kind of necessary, so that's pretty sweet. One more battle, folks. One more until our HP is finally up to 70. Jesus flip. It has taken nearly 3 hours, but we finally got it, boys. We finally got it. 70 HP. Of course, I still want to grind that much longer so we can get the remaining levels necessary. Hopefully it won't take too much longer, but we'll see. Excellent. Excellent. $70 HP at long last after nearly 3 hours. So it took us approximately 2 hours and 54 minutes and 30 seconds to finally get 70 HP from level 32. All the way up until, I believe, level 40? 39. Close enough. You get the idea. We went up quite a large number of levels this session. Albeit, we're far from done, but we are close to done as far as this grinding session is concerned. Hopefully we'll be able to round things out with one more level up to wrap things up in a pretty pink bow. Then again, God only knows if I'll get that kind of good RNG. Because it seems as though it hasn't been so kind over the past few laps. But hey, what can you do? Okay. Still no Amazy Dayzee yet. In this lap, anyway. Neat. Another thing I could do to get myself a Power Plus without spending a whole bunch of money at the Pianta Parlor is I can also just advance the Wii's internal clock the required number of days to get first prize out of the lottery. Which, that is something I can consider doing. Maybe I will at some point, but not right now, obviously. one pretty annoying thing about doing the whole Wii system clock adjustment thing is you can't just return to the Wii menu while you're playing a GameCube game. Instead, you have to literally turn the console off and then back on again in order to return to the Wii menu. And you can't just turn the Wii remote on and just hit home and then return to the home menu that way. It doesn't work like that, like the 3DS allows you to do that from DS games. I wish it did, but sadly it doesn't. That's not how it works. Still nothing yet. Well, considering that we are practically at the 3-hour mark at this point in time, this is going to be the last lap that I'm going to show within this grinding session. The other levels I will have to grind for off-screen, which I will more than likely do. Just to get the remaining levels necessary, plus get some more coins while I'm at it. Maybe even get that much stronger along the way too. Who knows? Who knows what the future may hold? I'm sure if I would put in additional time, like say I would stream for like 6 hours, like something Slim Curry typically does whenever he streams for like 6 hours straight. If I would do something like that, then maybe I'd be able to push myself even further, get more done. But I'd rather not push myself any further than I have to. Plus, I have to be courteous to the neighbors who are residing within the apartments next door. As I do get passionate, I do get loud. And I can't be doing that at night. Like late at night. If I do, all hell breaks loose. Not literally, of course, it's just an inconvenience. Because there are people here who do have to work in the morning. Just saying. Just have to be a courteous adult. Another thing I could do is return to Twilight Town and save my progress there, and then end the stream that way, but I'm not going to worry about that. The reason as to why is, again, I want to continue my lap count. I want to keep going, and just keep frolicking around in the forest of death for as long as possible. Or until I get the frickin' experience necessary to get the remaining levels, which I'm gonna have to do off screen, because we are at the 3-hour mark. Even though we've been that way for like the past 2 minutes. Just saying though. Can there please be one more Amazy Dayzee before we wrap things up for today? That would be great. It seems with this Crazy Dayzee, it has 2 formations primarily. Either 2 Crazy Dayzees or 1 Crazy Dayzee, 1 Amazy Dayzee. or the one Crazy Daisy plus a Hyper Paragoomba and a Hyper Spiked Goomba. That's what I've noticed as far as attack patterns are concerned at this point. Okay. You know what would be awesome if we fought nothing but Amazy Dayzees for the remaining battles here. But sadly, that's not going to happen. Because we lost the run to RNG, dude. Not really. Still, RNG gods are not on our side. Not right now. Though, at least they haven't spat in our face very much. Like they did in the last session, that's for sure. But hey, sometimes you just have to roll with the punches, even if they're far beyond your favor. Just saying. Oh, cool. We got one more Amazy Dayzee to close things out. Perfect. There we go. 33 more star points. Of course, that's still not enough for another level up, but hey, it helps speed things along. That much is certain. Alright. Well, like I said, since we are over the 3-hour mark, I am going to end this grinding session here for the on-screen grinding. Good news is, we reached the 70 HP margin that I was really hoping to achieve today, which is fantastic. And I'm also got 2 more levels that I'm going to be working on off-screen to get my FP up to 70 and my BP up to 48. Afterwards, after I'm done with that, then we're going to be returning to the Palace of Shadow to fight the Shadow Queen once again. So with that, I'm going to end things here for today. This is General Snivy with Grinding Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you were able to attend the live stream live, thank you for attending. Next time, I will be the big buff boy. I will have some new badges up my sleeve. I'll have another Power Plus or 2 able to be activated and achieved. And we'll be able to take on the Shadow Queen once again, and hopefully things will go even better, and hopefully I won't die too many frickin' times throughout the entire battle, especially within the first phase. Jesus Christ. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all on the flip side, and see you all for the next session for when we finally bring the main quest of this game to a close. See you all then.